So, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a great video. And we're going to get right into it. Out of every teaching I've ever done, out of every single thing I've ever said, when it comes to my mind, there is one single thing that cannot be taught, and you guys are about to understand this. I feel with a greater understanding, it might give you a little boost, but there is literally one thing that comes to mind that cannot be taught. And this is a message for all the chosen ones who understand. And I know a lot of you guys do, but basically I can teach you very particular things. I can teach you to hit a particular muscle in the gym that's going to help grow your muscle in that specific area. Let's say your pecs, your chest, how to grow your chest, how to grow your biceps, how to grow your legs, your quads, your hamstrings, your calves, how to get a six-pack abs. These things can be taught. How to move efficiently and correctly, and how to do a certain amount of reps and then eat certain foods to grow those muscles. It can be taught. I can teach you game. I can teach you how to make money in a specific area. I can teach you a lot of things about health and fitness, about a lot of things. I can teach you about people. There's so many things that can be taught. But when it comes to mine, like I said, there's one thing that cannot be taught, and that's willpower. You can get a boost from certain people, and you probably will get a boost from what I'm about to say, but when it's all said and done, I cannot get in your body. I cannot get in your frame. My mind cannot go into your body to make you move at a certain speed, at a certain rate. Only you can do this. So willpower, determination, your hustle, your work ethic, it can't be taught. What is in you is in you. And you're going to go however quickly you're going to go. And that's just how it is. Your mind is going to tell you what to do. You can improve your work ethic over time. It's just not something that somebody can teach you, because it comes from within you. And from this message, it can actually open your eyes a little bit to make you realize, wow, maybe I gotta go a little bit harder. Maybe I gotta do this. Maybe I gotta do that. But it still comes down to your mind and you making yourself do it at a certain speed, at a certain rate, at a certain efficiency level to maximize your results, however fast you're going for whatever you're doing. So this is one thing that can't be taught. What is in you is in you. I know people that barely do anything, and I know people that do a hell of a lot. And what is in you is in you. You can always ramp it up, you can ramp it down, but you're going to go at the speed you're going to go. When I was a young kid, I'm very similar right now to that young kid, just in adult form. I believe what is in us is in us. We are going to do what we're going to do at our speeds. It's something that just can't be taught. I can teach you other things. You can learn how to move a certain way. But willpower comes from specifically within. You're either going to show up to work when you're already tired in the morning, or you're not. You're either going to show up to school or you're not, because you might feel tired. You're either going to show up to practice or you're not. You're either going to do something or you're not. You're either going to develop a new skill or you're not. You're going to do something new or you're not. You're going to beat the final boss in that video game or you're not. It comes down to willpower and how much you want it. And there are things that you will do that you don't overly want to do, so you might not do it. It doesn't automatically make you lazy. There just might be some things you could care less about doing. But the things you really want, you're going to go so much harder at it because you really want it. If you really want to beat the boss, if you really want to beat the final boss in that video game that you're playing, you're going to do it. No matter how long it takes, you can continue to die over and over and over, have to start over and do it again, start over, do it again. You're going to keep coming back and you're going to beat the final boss. And it's like anything. If you really want to get into real estate and make a lot of money in real estate and you want to do it more than anything else, you're going to make that happen. If you really want to play a sport at the highest level, you want to do that more than anything else, you're going to make that happen. And it all comes down to your willpower, which can't be taught, because you will bring out of yourself what is truly inside of you. And that is up to you to figure out. You can even trick your own mind sometimes and think you want something so bad. And let me tell you guys something. If you think you want something so bad and you don't get it, I'm going to tell you right now, you did not want it enough. There is something else that you would not give up on, that you will get your hands on. There were certain things in the past that I thought I wanted, right? And I didn't get it. And it showed me I didn't want it enough. I even tried lying to myself. I told myself for too long that I wanted this more than anything else in the world. But guess what? I wanted it. I really did. But I didn't want it else. I didn't want it more than anything else in the world. There was other things I wanted more. And with time, it's always going to show. The truth will be told with time, where you actually stand and how things will actually be. If me and somebody else is working on something, working on a project, whoever is more involved in this project, because it's going to be somebody or the other. Somebody wants it more, somebody wants to finish it quicker, somebody's more invested, somebody's more focused. Let's say it takes 2 people to finish this project. Somebody is going to work harder, more efficiently, because towards that simple thing they have more willpower and determination to get that job done. It's something you can't teach. It's something you're going to bring out of yourself. And this is what it really comes down to. So once again, willpower cannot be taught. Your hustle can't be taught. I can't teach you to work any harder. You're going to go at the speed, the pace, the rate that you're going to go. You will go at your speed. And like I said, you can ramp it up, but only you can teach yourself these things. I can't literally teach you to ramp it up. I can tell you to ramp it up. But it ain't going to matter, because you're going to go at your pace regardless. Your mind tells you to do that. So it really technically can't be taught. If you don't know how to do a specific movement in the gym to grow a specific muscle, and you literally do not know how, I can teach you how. You can mimic exactly what I do. I can even assist you at first, and you will start to move that way with those weights. And there you go. You got taught. But work ethic is something that is in you that you're going to bring out. It has to do, it's all in your own mind. It's all in your own mind. It comes from within. And your work ethic is always going to show in life. And the things you're very interested in, you will work very hard at those things. Tirelessly, effortlessly on those things. And with other things, you might not. And like I said, that don't make you lazy, that you don't want to work hard at certain things. Like somebody watching this video might not be a gym type of person, but you work very hard on, let's say you're a welder. You weld all day long. You work very hard at that. You do other things because that's what you're interested in. You might not be a gym person. So it's all about what you're working towards, really. Just because you don't work hard towards one thing does not mean you don't have willpower. It's all about what you're going towards and how good you're doing it. Because I could be the best person in the world in the gym. You could be the shittiest person in the world at welding. I clearly have a better work ethic. So you should be the best at what you're doing, or damn near the best. You should be one of the best in the world at what you do. And that just goes to show what you bring outside of yourself into the world. It's going to show. So like I said, it's something that can't be taught. It's something you bring out of yourself. And this is a very strong message, which will open a lot of eyes. And you could be going through the worst of times. You could be going through the toughest times. You have so much uncertainty, so many questions. We've all been there. But eventually, you will bring out what is inside of you to this world. And if you don't, you have failed. So this is something you cannot let happen. You have to be eager to bring your best to this world at something. You have to be eager to really bring something that is inside of you that you know is there into the world. And if you don't, this world will not be as bright as it should be. Because you have a gift. You have a gift. I don't want to sneeze. You have a gift, and it's up to you to bring that to this world. There's something inside of you that you can bring to make this world a better place, a brighter place. And it's up to you to figure that out. It could be anything at all. You could be the next best tennis player. Shocking the whole world. People admire the way you play tennis, the way you win tournaments, the way you win championships. Like nothing nobody's ever seen ever. You might be the next LeBron James, dunking from the three-point line, going through the whole team. You might be the next Phil Heath. You might be the next Michael Phelps. But there's something that you can bring to this world that is inside of you, and it's up to you to figure this out. If you don't, you have failed. If you don't, you'll live your whole life wondering wondering. And with this being said, don't be so hard on yourself, but just try to find that thing that is inside of you. I encourage everybody to try to find something that is inside of you, because everybody has it. Everybody has that one thing, that at least one thing inside of them that they can bring to the table. And you have to go for it like nothing you've ever went for in your life. It brings purpose. It brings clarity. It brings a reason for you to be here. A lot of people have that question in their head, why am I even here? What am I even here for? What am I doing? Purposeless. You have to really try your ass off. You have to really give it your all. It's the only way you're going to figure it out. And it's the most important thing you'll ever do in your life. It's more important than your family. It's more important than everybody around you. It's more important than any friend you've ever had. It's the most important thing. It gives you a reason to be alive without needing somebody else in your life. It is the strongest meaning of your own life. People can only bring you so many things. Other people can only bring you so many good times. You have to be able to bring something to this world that is going to keep you alive. You have to bring something to this world that is really going to make you realize why you're really here. And that is the most important thing. Literally. 100% of people in this world would not agree with what I just said, because some people have that family mentality. Family's the most important thing, and this and that and this. It is important. I'm not saying it's not important. But there is something more important. And I'll tell you why. If you brought that thing to the world, you will be the best version of yourself. You'll be the most alive you've ever been. You'll feel like you're at home the most. You will be a better husband, a better wife, a better something to your family. You're not going to be that person that's just relying on family to entertain you, to make you happy, to do all these things. You can bring so much to the table to create a very good family, because you have purpose. You have to have a purpose regardless. That is why it is the most important thing. People are temporary. We all gonna die. Your whole family could die. If you're relying on them, now what? Now it's just you. So your purpose, why you're here, is one of the most important things. It is the most important thing. There's other important things that are very important, but I would put this at number one, alongside everybody else in this world who was doing it the right way. It absolutely is. If you look at the people that rely solely on family to make them happy, there is spots in them that is very empty. Their eyes are literally black. You don't want to be that way. You want to have life inside of you. You want to have purpose. You want to have meaning. You're here. You're strong. You're capable. There's something that's lighting this on fire. Your mind, your body, your soul, your heart. There's something inside you that's on fire. You know you're here for a purpose. You know you're here to make the world a better place. And you're here to conquer Earth. This is a very strong message, and I hope a lot of you guys are hearing me through here. And a lot of what I'm talking about goes back to the title of this video, comes down to willpower. You have to have it in you. I'll always be a person that is able to make myself happy, and I'm never going to get caught up in other people's bullshit. Never. It happened when I was young. It'll never happen again. And the only reason it happened was because I was young. The only reason. It was always in me to be a leader. It was always in me to be independent. It was always in me to do something significant. Family, great. Other things, great. Purpose, number one. Family is just simply not enough. It's just simply not. People can only do so much for you. They can only do so much. And that is the truth. People ain't everything, bro. People ain't everything. What about you? What about you and what you're doing? That honestly matters more than anything else. And you can be a better person to your people. You can protect your people better. You can provide for your people better. You can give your people a better life. Because of your contribution, because of your work ethic, because of the willpower you have. You're not just a sloth sponging. You bring value to the world. You bring value to your people. This is very, very important. Especially for the guys watching this. Men and women have different roles. This is a very strong message for the guys. Men and women have different roles. It is up for the men to conquer Earth, which is what we've been doing since the beginning of time. Feminism is here. People are trying to reverse the genders. It's absolutely berserk. It's not going to work. It's only going to make these hardcore feminists look more crazy as time goes on. They already look fucking crazy. They're only going to look crazier as time goes on. And it's just the truth. But like I said, guys, you can't teach work ethic. You can't teach willpower. You can't teach determination. It's something you have to bring out of yourself. If you cannot do that, there is a weakness there. You have to find it. You have to learn how to suffer a little bit harder, a little bit more. Life is not all about enjoying every single second. It's just not. You have to really figure it out. You have to really find out what is inside of you. For real. And that is the best thing I could say. I've spent years in the past, being as young as I was, figuring it out. On my own path, on my own purpose, on my own mission. Figuring it out. I wanted to do that more than anything else. It was the most important thing to me. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of trying times. There's a lot of hard times. But in that, you're going to figure it out. A lot of people ain't willing to go through that. You'll never understand what it's like either until you actually go through it. Most people ain't willing to find out. So don't be like most people. Don't be a sheep. Lead the pack.